So with FIFA 22 just coming out, there's been a lot of opinions about if they like or dislike the gameplay. And one certain community that has had a bit of a, what shall we say, contrasting opinions about the gameplay is the pro players of the FIFA scene. Now, I must say it's not every single pro player, but it's definitely a small batch that is against the new realistic style change of FIFA 22. And this has caused a sort of FIFA pro player versus the community kind of style. And I just want to go through the reactions to this guy's tweet and just kind of expand into how much people hate FIFA 21 and 20 and 19, especially 19. People hate those games. I never actually realized how many people actually despised it to this level. For the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, go down to u7buy.com. Link is down below in description, and make sure to use code Vizeh at checkout for 5% off. So it's this tweet in question right here by the IATS eSport Pro called Danny Hajbuik, or Hajbuik. I'm not Dutch, I'm so sorry, pal. But he is a serious pro. He's won FIFA 17, FIFA 18, FIFA 21, Vizeh, which is the Dutch, the Vizeh, like, you know, championship, basically. And he put out this tweet 3 days ago saying, what do you guys think about FIFA 22? In my opinion, it's too slow. A game should be a game. They're trying to make it too realistic. This game is as slow as a real football match, while the during of a real football match is 90 minutes, and in FIFA just 15 minutes. Okay, seems reasonable, but this is what really pissed off people here, okay? The skill gap should be where gamers are good at. The crazy fast finger movement, quick thinking, always being 2 steps quicker than your opponent, and make the impossible things possible. If the game is too slow, the gamer qualities are gone, in my opinion. I'm concerned. So, you want to hear how people respond back to this? Fast fingers, go and play Guitar Hero. This tweet has made its way to FIFA Reddit. Probably the last place you're going to want to see this. Literally, like, I think, honestly, one of my videos got once put on FIFA Reddit. I was fucking terrified for a week. I've never feel like it. The amount of people over there that are very, very against, like, not all, but some are very against, like, content creators and game changers, and especially those that have this kind of opinion. Let's look for the comments here, shall we? Exhibit A on why the esports side of FIFA is a meme and no one cares about. I bet the part of impossible things possible is when people spam skill and win 20 rebounds. It's not an FPS game to show off quick reactions. Football is all about taking an extra touch and making the right decision. Please don't make it go back to a sweaty rap fest. If you want just a game, you should probably go play an arcade game or one of those anime soccer games. I think the majority of us would like a football game to be more like, you know, football. Opinions like yours have ruined FIFA for years as EA have pandered to it. Go play fucking Volta then. The crazy fast finger movements, also known as molesting your thumbstick. I hate people that spam skill moves. It literally makes an already sweaty game even sweatier. I would rather have slower, more methodical gameplay where decisions actually matter. Maybe this will stop a lot of and rigging bull that happens with every FIFA. So is he crying because he actually has to play football in a football sim and not just spam over the top dribble moves? Boo-hoo. It cost them money instead of making them a proper living wage. Streamers are the real smart men, not these crocodile cancelling rats. Alright, calm down, Kurt. Calm down, lad. This is why the game will go back to FIFA 21 after one patch. This, for me, is the main concern, is that I actually thought, and you're going to get mad at me here, I actually thought that FIFA 21 Day 1, the first week or so of the game, wasn't that bad, and that's because defending actually made a difference. Pace made a difference as well. You wouldn't just caught up by defenders the entire time. I found that it was a bigger skill gap at start of FIFA 21 than the rest of the game. And right now, I'm feeling the same thing, that right now, I'm enjoying the fact that FIFA 22 is harder. It is a bit more difficult to try and learn and get used to. Passing is different, defending is different. That is a good thing. For the first time in a long time, I feel a proper big difference in the game compared to recent years. And it should stay like that. And I just really hope I don't go back to this video in about 2 weeks time and it is just a different game again where everything is patched, that defending is now just jockey left and right in its ping pong simulator. I really hope that this is actually, for the long run, they stick out with this realistic style of game. I know before the past that I said that I like FIFA 19 just because it's so crazy that I kind of enjoyed it, and that's maybe my sadistic side of me, that I always compare it to Modern Warfare 2, that the game is so nuts that it's somewhat enjoyable. And that's the kind of weird balance that I got with FIFA 19. It's a love-hate relationship that, even though I find it crazy, and I find it just absolutely broken in almost every sense. It's nowhere near like football. I kind of, for some reason, didn't mind it because it was so weird that I kind of found it interesting to play. So trust me, I understand the side of people that may want the faster arcade style gameplay, very fast dribbling and passing. I understand that completely. However, I don't mind for FIFA if we do take a step back and go for more realistic gameplay. I think for FIFA at least, just to try out this kind of new style, the only thing this could do is help out the community. From what I could figure out, a large majority of people are happy about this. Like, a large chunk of people are right now actually enjoying the skill gap in FIFA 22, because the skill gap looks like it's actually reachable by passing and moving and dribbling and shooting in the right situation, making the right decision. Not the skill gap being what kind of skill moves can you learn as fast as you can. It's not Guitar Hero, it's not Super Smash Bros where you spam a bunch of buttons, right? It should be passing and moving and shooting, and not just skills. So as of right now, I'm happy. I found this part of FIFA Reddit where it says that the skill cap should never be based purely on fast twitching, just like how real life football isn't solely based on speed. And I feel like what he says there kind of really explains why most people really enjoy the kind of realistic style of FIFA right now. The way some people in the community and pro scene talk about the skill gap is just nuts. I respect that we can all have different opinions, but it's silly to suggest a sports game should be defined only by fast twitch skills. It's no longer a sports game in that case. Every high-profile player has their own agenda. They usually want what benefits them. The skill gap should come from a combination of factors, allowing for different play styles and approaches, like the real sport. P.S. The term skill gap is a clever way for high-skilled players to bury everyone else, since it automatically assumes that they are higher skilled. The real term they should be using is skill ceiling, in my humble opinion. The fact that pro players take in consideration skill moves as the main differential for skill gap defines perfectly how badly accustomed we have been in past years. It is unbelievable that a decent number of people actually want to go back to Mbappe left and right and defenders stunned because of skill cancelling. I feel like my opinion on skills is that it should be a thing that will work 1 out of every 5-6 times that you try. It should be a risk to try and do a skill move that it can be effective, but it has to be in a certain specific situation. In past years, people just do it just to get out of a normal situation, like a Lakaketa back in 19, that you just do a Lakaketa, and you are out of every situation possible. You do Lakaketa into a defender, and defender just kind of ricochets off it. Last year had body feints, which was absolutely just ridiculous. The amount of body feints that you could chain, like, combined, and then bridges as well. Bridges shouldn't be as effective. When they burst away, someone they should go miles ahead compared to how far they did back in FIFA 22. Like, when they do it, it should be inconsistent, that when they do a bridge, it should be sometimes really close to them, or sometimes really far away. It should be inconsistent, because that's what it's like in real life. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. I want to like have a discussion with you guys, because my video a couple of days ago about my thoughts about FIFA 22, that I actually am somewhat enjoying it right now. I'm enjoying the fact that it is so different. But once I've got people kind of agreeing with me about thinking the game's good, which is weird, and let's see how long this lasts. I hope it lasts for long. Smash the like button guys to enjoy, and I'll see you next time for another video. Stay safe.